President, honorable judges, I thank you for giving me the floor. About over 25 years ago, the last century, at least its last decade, I had the opportunity of being part of the team that came to make a submission against three of our neighbors, more specifically, including Rwanda, before the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. Subsequently, Minister of Human Rights, I followed up the procedure at the Commission till its conclusion, where a decision was rendered that has become a jurisprudence today. Today, I have the honor, after about 30 years, to come back to your court, the highest instance of promotion and protection of human rights in Africa. The observations are painful. There have been no progress over the years. Human rights violations have been exacerbated, aggravated, diversified with barbarism. Rwanda is stepping over all provisions on human rights for women and the child, and more specifically, DRC accuses Rwanda of, through the feds and the inhuman acts that they have committed on Rwanda territories, allowing itself to do anything it wished. It committed several serious and massive violations of human rights protected by the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and other instruments ratified by the two states, while advancing the same pretext, repetitive narrative, arrogance against international and African opinion, an absence of accountability, and with a guaranteed impunity. It is rightly that the African Charter on Human and People's Rights thought it proper to conventionalize the right of people to peace, which is royally disregarded by RDF. The flagrant violation of these rights have been translated into a real aggression and territorial occupation of the DRC, led to a bellicose fury in the human rights space, where the rights to peace and human and dignity of life are guaranteed. The Vice President has said that this is the first of human rights, the right to moral integrity, the prevention of degrading treatment, peace and personal security, the right to education, the right to property, the right to housing, the right to enjoy a better state of physical and mental health, the right to the protection of family, women, the child, and senior citizens, the right to food, which is disregarded in the Goma town where the refugees are displaced, the right to development, the right to environment, the right to effective recourse to justice for reparation, the right to sovereignty. In fact, and looking closely, all these gratuitous violation of human rights, of the rights of Congolese, are part and parcel of a genocidal plan, properly thought out, well structured, surreptitiously and maliciously covered by security pretexts. Violations are also grounded on a policy of predation and on the resources of Democratic Republic of Congo. At this stage, we have to talk about the preliminary objections, but the violation of human rights needs to be contextualized, and I'll do that in four dimensions. Honorable Vice President, honorable judges, it is a notorious fact that a great number of Rwandan Defense Forces from the Special Forces have invaded the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo since 2021 and have been operating there, sometimes on their own, sometimes in support of terrorist armed groups. The facts that underpin this situation is armed conflict opposing the armed forces of Rwanda and the terrorists of M23, supported in weapons on one hand by Rwanda, to the armed forces of Democratic Republic of Congo, supported by volunteers of defense of the fatherland. This armed conflict was intensified in a dramatic manner, such that it has affected two provinces in the eastern part of DRC, North Kivu and South Kivu, affected in various places, and many territories have been impacted by Rwanda and M23. The list is very long. Unagana, Jomba, Usuru, Chuanja, Rumangabu, Kisigari, Urugari, Mumba, Nyiragongo, Kayabayonga, Kishishe, Kichanga, Kididi, Masitani, Kanambi, Nyabibwe, and currently the very town of Goma. According to the UN report 25th December 2024, Rwanda has at least 3,000 to 4,000 troops on the Congolese territory. The number has significantly increased so as to facilitate the invasion and takeover of Goma on 26 January 2025. And many reports, official reports from UN experts and other international organizations, Human Rights Watch, International Red Cross, and so on and so forth. And they have the evidence, and among the documented evidence, the report brings other evidence, including photographic and documentary evidence and aerial images of military operations conducted by soldiers in RDF military uniform in the Nyagongo territories in between November 2022 and March 2023. There were military intelligence officers captured, soldiers captured. The evidence, we have multiple evidence, and at the appropriate time we will have the opportunity to serve it. More recently, in a report distributed in June 2024, and the FAIR group re-emphasizes the same facts and gives evidence of the presence of Rwandan forces, particularly the special forces on the Congolese territory, and who have conquered many localities. As you do know, the Security Council reiterated the condemnation of the military invasion of DRC by the RDF and in support of M23. It's in this context that Rwanda has carried out many acts that constitute violation of human rights, for which reason the DRC has come before this court. These are facts of extreme gravity, denounces limitless barbarism, total disregard for the humanity with genocide intentions for an ethnic cleansing intended or targeted again identifiable and ethnic groups. We observe that the Rwandan Defense Forces continue their acts in Congo.
Increase your voice.
DRC drew attention of the court to the fact that the ongoing armed conflict is a cause of a serious humanitarian gravity with deplorable consequences and injustice suffering for the population living there. More than 2.4 million internally displaced persons for only the North Kivu province, and to this must be added the 300,000 displaced persons in the outskirts of the Goma city. The internally displaced persons are subject to inhuman living conditions and slow programmed death. The propagation of HIV/AIDS and diseases having affected the displaced person of the Kanyarushunga and Mungunga by Rwanda and M23. Children enrolled forcefully. The looting of resources, destruction of infrastructure, of interests such as hospitals, schools, electrical generating facilities, and cultural facilities. There are many reports, and these have already been communicated as annexes to our pleadings. So I'll move on to the third point, the reasoning. The main reason of the intervention of the RDF on Congolese territory is ethnic cleansing of a certain group, the Hutu, particularly the Hutus, the Undes, as well as the Congolese population. This looting of natural resources, which is purely genocidal act. The genocidal ideology is visible but maliciously covered. The Rwandan authorities regularly use disparaging terms in reference to the Congolese population, particularly certain target ethnic groups, so as to ensure their extermination or diminution. In Kinyarwanda, they refer to them as follows. They refer to them with the term Ibichuchu, meaning idiot, a less intelligent person. It is also the looting of resources, because if you look at the cartography, the mapping of conquests on the mapping of natural resources of the Congolese territory, you see that both these maps coincide. And that is the case, for example, of Rubaya. You know that at Rubaya, M23 draws a profit of $800,000 per month, enabling them to support the war efforts and to continue their conquests with the support of the Rwandan armed forces, as well as the minerals. The new roads are being built. Finally, Honorable President, honorable judges, it is urgent to do the needful to correct the situation before it gets too late. Looking at the ongoing events on the DRC territory, you yourselves have followed what happened during the bloody takeover of the Goma town, 26-27 January 2025. 294 wounded persons. We are today at 3,000. Summary executions. Human rights defenders chased out. Many corpses decomposing across the town, threatening epidemics, rape cases, including children, displaced, forcibly displaced persons. More than 700,000 are displaced. Rwanda has announced on 29th January 2023 that it will continue its territorial conquests to the town of Bukavu, and we should expect the very worst. Honorable Vice President, honorable judges, DRC would like to appeal to you to safeguard the values of Lubuntu through your sacred duty, your sacred mission, noble mission of guardians of human and people's rights in Africa. Your vision intends to disseminate values of human rights across Africa. Through Africa, that also means in interstate relations. DRC is of the view that the time has come for the court to use its jurisdiction to bring Rwanda to reason and respect of law, scrupulous respect of human rights, not only for Rwanda, but also for neighboring countries. Honorable Vice President, honorable judges, your mission is a noble one. And Congo coming here before you for the second time has a lot of confidence in you, and eyes of citizens of DRC, men, women, children, widows, are